Lucas Media. So I was online and I was watching Backfield and I saw Mecca was on there. And he was talking a little bit about what happened with Math Hoffa, was my expert opinion. I assumed that since he was on Backfuel, at least doing an episode, he was no longer with the show. And then, of course, I seen, Champ? I think his channel's called Champ Side. I saw his videos talking about my expert opinion no longer. Bigga was on there talking about, on his platform, talking about my expert opinion, and allegedly, there was some shooting at Math Hoffa's barbershop, allegedly. I seen where Math Hoffa talked about he lost a barbershop. He was subleasing from somebody, and they got the owner of the building got mad because he wasn't actually cutting hair during the day. They was just shooting at night. And pretty much all of his original co-hosts who was there is gone. And I did see him do with BG. It seemed one-on-one. I wouldn't be surprised if Math Hoffa was going in that direction. And shout out for him for 1 million subscribers. Let me say this. I was a huge fan of the show. I liked the chemistry that they all had with each other. When you had Esso, you had Heineken, and Mecca. Bigger would say something towards the end. Math Hoffa was on there. Then, of course, they had a lot of guests. Yeah, it was fire. And I remember when Math Hoffa had like 100-some thousand people and he just kept building and building. And then one day you just stopped seeing him on there, the entire crew, which felt like the dream team. And honestly, while there has been good interviews, it's never been the same. Even when Champ was there, I mean, Champ was pretty dope, but it just didn't feel right. Oh, shout out to Gad. I seen, he got his own channel as well. I'm gonna be honest, right? Do money get involved and greed gets involved all the way across the board? Absolutely. Will we know the full truth? No. Is there three sides of the story? Their side, Math Hoffa side, and the truth? It definitely is. But when every single co-host leaves their platform and every single co-host says the same thing, sometimes people say Math wants to do it his way and some type of way he talks to people and all of that. If everybody's saying that to a degree, everybody can't be saying the same thing. So I do think that a lot of, like I said, money got involved, egos got involved, probably on all sides. And it's just unfortunate that these brothers can't work anything out. And that's what happens with us, man. For whatever reason, our people, man, black people, we can't never stick together through nothing. During the pandemic, man, he had some of the best artists on there. Even the Tony Ayo thing, I remember when that happened. I remember when him and Hassan Campbell, when Hassan was taping Whack 100, he came on the Math show to tell his side of the story, and Mano's been on there. There's been plenty of artists on there. And just Keenan from Keenan and Kel, he was on there. And it's just unfortunate, like I said, that these brothers can't work together. But, this is what happens, honestly. This is what happens. You seen it happen with Joe Budden. You seen it happen with Math Hoffa. Didn't Lil Yachty fall out with one of his friends with a podcast? This is what happened when egos get involved, Even myself, me and one of my cousins, we had something going on and we ended up going our separate ways. But this is what I will give Math Hoffa credit for. The fact that it was his platform. They all, he got to 1 million subscribers. And regardless of what people have to say, he did give those guys a look. I knew who Heineken was from This Is 50, but I didn't know who Mecca was or Bigger was or Esso was. So, he did give those guys a platform, regardless of whether or not they get along. And look, Backfield got over 100,000 people. I seen Champ got his platform up. I seen Gad have his platform up. Bigger has his platform. I'm assuming Mecca is going to come out with something or go on somebody's show. And that's how it's supposed to be. Even remember when I Am Athlete, and I wonder, do they still do podcasts like that? I haven't watched them in a while. But you remember when they had everybody on there, Fred Taylor and Brandon Marshall and everybody else, and then they broke up, and then they went and started to pivot. Some of the guys went and started to pivot. Brandon stayed with I Am Athlete, and everybody's doing their own thing. So this is what's happening with that. But I don't like the fact that as black men, a lot of people are tearing each other down. And I respect, I think, was it Esso who said, I'm not going to kick him while he's down. And he did give me a look. Stuff happens. Everything doesn't stay the same. And even with Math, man, you losing the shop and everything, just learn it. Just take it as a learning experience. And maybe you don't need everybody. Maybe this platform will work best for him just to interview the artist one-on-one. You ain't really got to worry about splitting the money so many different ways. It's just you, your producer, cameraman. Y'all just figure it out. But I just want to get my quick thoughts about it. My expert opinion will never be the same, but hopefully his channel continues to grow. Do y'all think it's going to last? Do y'all think that it's Math's fault? Do y'all think that it's everybody else's fault? Or do y'all think it's somewhere in the middle? Let me know what y'all think.